Hello YouTube friends, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Deidre from our Upcycled life. Lots of thrifting, upcycling, repurposing, and DIY content, and I love new crafting friends. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any great DIY content. Today is a messy DIY. I have a thrifted glass vase that I picked up at the thrift store. I'm going to upcycle it into spooky Halloween, and when I say it's messy, it is messy, and I don't have a hard time making a mess. So when I was finished this, I had quite a big mess to clean up, but it was so much fun and it turned out fabulous, and I can't wait to show you guys how it turned out. So lots to do. Let's get started. Okay, I picked up this glass vase at a thrift store. Needs to be really cleaned. I'm going to clean it up, get all the grease and grime off it so it's a nice clean surface. And then I'm going to start to paint it with my black homemade chalk paint. If you are ever painting a glass surface, I find chalk paint adheres the best. I find if I'm using a latex or acrylic, it tends to peel and chip off. So I always try to stick with a chalk paint, and I have a really fabulous chalk paint recipe. I'll put that link below in the description, and you can go and check that out if you would like. First coat has completely dried, and now I'm going to put a second coat on and just apply it over the whole vase. So the next step that I'm going to do, I actually tried this and it didn't really work out all that great. I was hoping it was going to crackle a little bit. So I put Mod Podge over the whole vase, and then I was going to add my white chalk paint on top of it. And as the Mod Podge dried, I was hoping that it was going to crackle, but it didn't very well. So that was kind of a fail. I'm going to go back to the drawing board and see if I can figure out how to get glass to crackle better. If you have any ideas, let me know down in the description, because I thought Mod Podge would crackle. I have lots of luck with the Elmer school glue, but I was out of it, so I tried Mod Podge and it didn't crackle for me. But that was okay because it kind of left kind of a lumpy, bumpy surface on my top coat, and I kind of like that for the Halloween decor. So right here, what I'm doing, I'm just adding a good thick coat of my homemade chalk paint on top of that Mod Podge, and then I'm going to let it completely dry. And this is what it looked like all dry, and I'm okay with it. I think that's going to look all right for the base for this project. It's completely dry, and I was kind of hoping that some crackles would show through on it, but they didn't really. There was a couple right here that showed through, but that's it. So I think I'm going to get some more Elmer school glue, and I'm going to try the crackle technique on glass with that and see if it works. Okay, so the first step, I've got some watered down black acrylic paint. I was at the tail end of this bottle, and I'm just going to drip it all along the edges of this glass vase and just let it run all the way down. This is where it starts to get messy, so make sure you have something underneath to catch all of the drips. And I've just taken a little paintbrush and I'm just kind of spreading around that black acrylic paint and just evening it along the bottom. And as you can see, it's just kind of dripped down that whole vase, kind of spooky and eerie looking. And I'm just gonna layer on some fall kind of Halloween colors. I've got some green now, and because I've got the chalk paint on the base of the glass, I can put acrylic on top of that, and that will adhere really well. But don't use your acrylic to do your first base coat on the glass surface. And I'm just gonna, same thing, just drip this along the edge and just let it flow wherever it flows. And I know it looks like an awful mess right now, but when it's finished, you'll see how well it works. And just drip it along the sides wherever it falls, squeeze it hard in some places and then just lighter in others. Just let it flow down. And this is a great way to use up all of your scrap little bits of paint that you have laying around. And you can do any kind of theme, Halloween, Christmas, Easter, just mix and match those colors and it'll look fabulous. And there's the yellow all finished. Now I'm kind of letting the paint dry for maybe 5 or 10 minutes between each coat before I put the next one on, so the colors don't blend in together too much. And now I love this purple. I think it looks really like Halloween, and just dripping it everywhere all over the vase. Now I'm just going to take my little paintbrush and just kind of blend that purple up to the base of the vase. I don't want any really clumpy bits at the base where it's going to sit. I want it to sit flat. So I'm just kind of blending it in with the paintbrush. This would be such a great DIY craft project to do with your kids too. They would love mucking in all of this paint. Okay, last color. I'm going to finish off with this orange, and I'm putting quite a bit on the base of the vase because I want it to cover the whole base. And I'm just kind of taking a small paintbrush, kind of pushing it along and just letting it drip wherever it goes along the side. I'm going to take the heat gun, and that will help kind of push it down a little bit too and make it drip a little bit better. And then I am going to just set it aside and let it dry completely overnight. Now you want to really carefully, once you've finished off this last coat, kind of move it out of the way of that puddle of paint that's on that cardboard, because you don't want it to dry in all of that puddle of paint. So just kind of move it as gently as you can without kind of ruining any of the drips, and then let it dry completely. Okay, I have this on a clean surface again. I got a little bit of black chalk paint, and I'm just putting it on a toothbrush, and I'm just kind of splattering black over the whole vase. And just here and there, globs and spots wherever, and that will kind of give it a little bit more of that eerie kind of Halloween feel. Okay, this is the next day. It's really dried really well, and I'm just taking a damp cloth and I'm just kind of cleaning along the top of that vase and taking off any little drips and stuff that might have happened when we were putting all that acrylic paint on, and just kind of cleaning it up and making it nice and neat. Now I'm going to take this outside and give it a really good top coat with this polyurethane. It'll seal it really well. And I ended up actually giving it 3 or 4 coats, and I wanted it to have kind of that real glossy feel. So this is a gloss finish. Now I needed something to put in the vase. I went into my backyard, got a bunch of dead branches, and I had some of this accent stone spray paint. I'm going to spray the branches with it. It just kind of gives it a pebbly texture, kind of lumps and bumps on it, and I thought it kind of gave it a spooky feel. So I'm just going to give it a good coat on both sides and then let them dry completely. I probably also could have just used a black matte spray paint and it would have looked just as nice, but I kind of like the texture that this spray paint has. And I had some old faux flowers laying around for forever, and I knew that they would work perfect for this project. And I want to give them more of a spooky feel, so I'm going to actually spray the flowers with some of this stone spray paint too. I've had these flowers in my shed for forever, and I knew I would use them for a project, and they worked out perfect for this one. Have you ever tried spray painting any faux flowers? It works perfect. All finished, and I love it, and it's definitely a one-of-a-kind piece. I've added the dead branches and the faux flowers, and I think the colors and everything complement each other. It's going to look fantastic. Set up with my Halloween decor. It kind of gives me the Beetlejuice feels, kind of, and I love the little bit of the speckling that I did at the end. Finished it off perfectly. Hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I love to read them. I'll be sharing so many more DIY, thrifting, repurposing videos, so if you aren't already following along, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and that will let you know when I upload my next video. See you real soon. Take care and have a great day.